So let's start with what's your current favorite trail to ride in Squamish in those conditions?
Oh, there's a trail that's sort of off Angry called Gerbil Track.
Okay.
And honestly, I just fallen in love with this trail.
Is it the one that...
It's going down this gully.
Yeah, and then it spits you on Alf Nelson.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in at least
It's worth doing, because now, have you been over the bridge? And it takes you onto Angry?
Yeah.
Back onto where it's had the good bit of work done. And I know, I think I'm a bit of like, I try and not be a like evangelist gatekeeper, but there is part of my personality which is quite like sort of, I think like I get quite concerned about things. So for me, I get concerned about riding trails when they're too soft. So I think about what I can ride that's the most suitable for the wet weather. So I tend to ride, I'm happy riding like Angry and bedded in trails a lot.
I respect that a lot. Sometimes I wish I was more like this.
But it's hard, eh? And like, I don't know, I mean, it's not like, I think that we're here, we're so lucky in Squamish, we ride so well in the wet. And it's not like I'm going out there fucking digging trails all the time. And I know people that do dig loads who are like, have at it. We're meant to enjoy this thing. But there's this part of my brain which is just, you know.
Totally. I've been riding the sauce.
Yeah, I think everyone's been riding the sauce.
Oh yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
There's like ruts everywhere. And I saw Ryan Griffin that was working on it yesterday.
Yeah.
And, you know, that first berm when I went by yesterday, because he just had worked on it, was perfect. Mm-hmm. Today it's like a massive rut.
Yeah.
But it's really fun.
It's really fun. And I think there's one of those things where like, you know, like those boys that have this amazing like World Cup level track from the top now, and it ruts up, but I think they don't really care because they're happy to work on it so much. And there's a good group of them. They get stuck in.
And also they want the ruts.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you need the ruts to practice. Because when do you get ruts where your pedal actually drags the floor on a normal trail? You normally don't. But on a World Cup track, it's quite common.
But that's also like, I think where trails are built really plays into, because if someone builds something from there, basically this is the hub of Squamish mountain biking, they're not under any illusion that it's not going to be absolutely ragged. But I think it's when people build stuff out the way that's a bit secret and it's really soft and people go ride that in the wet, like they know what they're getting themselves in for. So I don't know, I think and shout out to those guys, they're building amazing stuff.
Totally, yeah. And honestly, it's probably what they want, because they like the flow, but they build that to be a practice track, essentially, right? Because you got the first part a bit rougher, then it gets really steep, and then the sauce is faster, bunch of lines now. I think they purposely open it and purposely have like a few different lines to, when the outside is going to get too damaged, then you have to start taking the inside and then the contrary. So I think they quite enjoy it and it's all rutty.
I can see you kind of getting quite into the line choice. Do you miss the racing side of things?
No, I don't miss the racing side of things, but I never missed it because I keep doing it, but I love looking at lines.
I love
figuring out what's faster, what's safer, what's better, also what's more fun. Because, sometimes I take a line that I know is slower, but it's more fun. So depending what I do, often nowadays I go for the most fun lines. Even if it's out of the way, I know it's slower, but it's gonna be quite interesting.